Have you ever tried selling something online? Maybe through some sort of marketplace or some kind of list or some other online avenue, and it's let's just say it's a personal thing that you've got that you're trying to sell. And what often happens, if you've done this before, you know what happens, right? You get a lot of people that contact you and go, hey, is this still available? Sometimes it's real people, sometimes it's not. But I want to talk about the real ones that come at you, and they start out by saying, would you take X number of dollars? And it's usually a lot less than what your advertised price is. How does that make you feel as a seller? How does that make you feel when you're trying to sell something in a marketplace? And this might be something that you poured your blood, sweat, and tears into, and you have a lot of pride in it. And here's some joker that's coming at you like, hey, I'm going to get a bargain on this thing. Well, let me tell you, that does not work with me, and it shouldn't work with you. What I tell people, hey, you come to me with a cash in hand. You have my asking price on you when you show up. And then if you see some reason that my price is more than what you're willing to pay, then we can talk. But we're not negotiating ahead of time. And a lot of times what happens is if you do negotiate ahead of time, once they come and see the product, they try to knock you down on price again because they've already got you down once. They're going to try to get you down twice. What in the heck does that have to do with real estate and with mortgages? Well, you never want to negotiate from a place of weakness, right? You want to you put your best foot forward in the negotiation. And one of the ways of doing a bad job at that is to show up with a realtor in hand with no pre-approval letter. You have no idea what you can be approved for. You think you know, but you really don't know until you've talked to a lender how much you could be approved for. And the seller doesn't know, hey, is this a legitimate buyer or not? So you're negotiating at that point from a point of weakness. And in today's real estate market, and let me tell you folks, I don't know what you've been hearing, and I don't know where you live, but the markets around where I'm at in the states I'm licensed in and beyond, people are still going highest and best. And agents will sometimes post a listing a lot less than the house is really worth to try to generate buzz, to get a lot of offers in, and to create this really competitive market where people are going to have to go highest and best to get the house. That still happens. And even if the house is priced closer to what it's actually worth, you still may end up losing out on that house if you don't have that pre-approval letter in hand. That is, of course, unless you're paying cash. But you need to negotiate from a place of strength. You need to come to the table showing the seller you're a serious buyer, you're highly qualified, and that you can, if you put up an offer, you can back it up because you've already got that approval. If you want to get started on that process, my contact information is at the end of this video. I'll be glad to take your application, gather the information we need from you, things like pay stubs and bank statements and those sort of things, to see if your application fits the loan type and the type of home that you're trying to get approved for. Most importantly, you're going to know once you do that with my company that you are already pre-approved. You can go out and start looking for houses, and once you go into contract, at that point, it's just a matter of making sure that the house fits the loan type you've applied for. I'd love to talk to you. God bless you. Thank you for watching this video. Share this with friends and family who may be looking to buy a house, or even if you're just looking to refinance. Contact me. Americans have run up their credit cards through COVID and even after COVID. And if you look at those credit card rates, they are extremely high compared to a mortgage rate. So it might be advantageous for you to look at refinancing now, paying off those high rate credit cards, getting some room in your budget. And then if rates continue to drop, then you can look at refinancing further on down the road. Whatever it is you need, I'm here for you. God bless you. Have a great day.
You look terrible. I want you to eat. I want you to rest well, and a month from now, this Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
It's too late. They start shooting in a week.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.